Today's news, yesterday's events, and this is your roving reporter on what's happening in Dallas. Let's take a look at the Dallas Logistics Hub, located south of Dallas between I-35 and I-45. We will be showing you three different sections of activity in various stages of development. The first you will see between 35 South and 45 South on Beltline, close to the Lancaster Airport. You will notice various signs, very handsomely done if I might say so myself, that demonstrate the future of the World Trade Center. One of the things I want you to notice is that there's a lot of land that is yet to be touched. What do we know about the Dallas Logistic Hub? One thing, it is the center of world trade. It's over 6,000 acres, various incentives under tax exemption, a foreign trade zone, direct rail intermodal services, and they build it to suit your pleasure and your taste. This is built by the Allen Group, who is also notorious for building a lot of other entities structures to do with Walmart, FedEx, Kraft, and several other corporations. Over here there is a Dow Port and an Inland Port location for signs. This is a little more activity than what is by the airport. It's also located off of Highway 45. Development seems to be moving right along. This is called the DFW Inland Port. You'll notice there's several different names, including a number of different acreages, and also zoned industrial. This location is right off of Highway 45 and outside of Wilmer, not very far, just a few blocks. Makes you wonder what's going to happen to all of the wonderful little homes. This land seems to be mostly for farming. Obviously, looks like plowing had been done for wheat. I'm just speculating, so don't throw that in as your information sheet. The roads do not show a lot of wear and tear at this particular time because the traffic out here is not severe. There is a moderate amount of traffic coming into this particular site, and there are lights erected for night construction as well as day. I wouldn't say there were probably more than 6 to 12 vehicles in this area that showed activity of moving around dirt, preparing for laying a slab. Obviously, when a piece of property is in this particular stage, it doesn't seem like there's any concern for environmental issues. And as I stated, this is only the second location in which we observed. This is the southern portion of this Dallas Logistics Hub. Very impressive, a large piece of property covering an extensive area. I believe I've been quoted 21 square miles. This port will serve a lot of different interests. It is also tied into the Trans-Texas Corridor, which will run from Mexico to Mexico to Canada. As your roving reporter, I want you to notice the beautiful landscape. Well, it's not too great in the winter, but I'm sure that in the summer it's beautiful. When you're concerned about environmental issues, it makes you wonder, when the green is gone, where do we stand as far as our oxygen levels? People can say it's only going to be in one particular part of Dallas, but when the wind blows, does it not also blow across the city of Dallas and other surrounding areas? By the way, this is located in Dallas County, not in the city of Dallas. Again, we're going back towards the airport at Lancaster, and just wanted to show you the countryside in which this is located. Well, presently, there is, obviously would be greenery if there was in the springtime. The airport is scheduled to be expanded for private corporations, but I do notice that there's a lot of land out here that is for sale. The still shots that I'm about to show you are located off to Langdon Road. This is being developed and is supposed to be open by the end of April and May 2008 respectively. Located next to the Dallas Morning News. How convenient. There's a lot of work going on in this location. This is located just 2 miles west approximately from the Hutchins State Prison. Also, the Union Pacific Railroad runs right in that area. Your exits off of 20 would be those of Bonnie View or J.J. Lemon. There's a lot of construction going on that feeder street going off of J.J. Lemon. It's due to the fact that the railroad is between Bonnie View and J.J. Lemon. As we progressed onto our journey, we realized that we would go ahead and try to go down 45 and see if there was anything else that we could see as more active. When we went down the highway, we noticed just a few miles outside of Dallas a large container area. And that really wasn't what got our attention in the first place. We noticed the lights that were up and thought about night construction. We decided to take the feeder road at Fulgham and realized at that point that there was a large container area with trucks coming in and out. Now this was amazing. My husband made the statement that we was concerned that we were going to get ran over by these truckers. This is the Dallas Intermodal Terminal, and it's amazing. It reminded me of being in Houston whenever we lived by the ship channel. A lot of containers coming in, and I'm assuming, this is total assumption on my part, that since it is located by the railway, that it is being shipped up from that location of Houston. You will see a lot of different containers, although you cannot read the names. One of them I did notice was China Ship. So apparently there's a lot of product that's being brought in here from every location. This is not a small facility. It's extremely large, a lot of concrete, a lot of trucks. I couldn't even begin to guess the number of trucks involved, but it is very active coming in and out. We did not go on past the gate because the security is quite prevalent and quite noticeable, and I didn't really have a request to go on property. Well, that concludes our brief tour of the Dallas Logistics Hub. I hope and trust that this has been informative and will help you see what's happening in Dallas.